And so you had a story that you want to talk about?
I did, I did. Well, you brought this up to me. It's the
Yeah.
story of these who exactly are these people? These Bigfoot researchers who reportedly found a Bigfoot thumb bone. They have a video of themselves on a website, and they're like, "We got a thumb bone right here,
Where did they
uh,
find it?
in Florida, in like a
Yeah.
creek or something."
A swamp
Um,
squatch?
Swan, maybe, yeah, maybe it's what is that one? The skunk ape.
Yeah, the
It's
skunk
the
ape.
skunk
That's
ape.
right. Yeah.
And they're like, "Yep, this is best evidence of Bigfoot." And they went on a sort of tangent about like the government covering up Bigfoot.
Oh yeah.
You know, and yeah, as far as I can tell, it looks like I'm not the biggest bone expert, but it looks like a finger bone, like a phalange of maybe like a bear or maybe even like a person.
Yeah,
'Cause
my first thought was, yeah, cool bear bone.
yeah, it looks like finger bones in a lot of animals look very very similar.
Sure.
So it's hard to like identify it directly, but the odds of it being like a Bigfoot unidentified creature in Florida of all places, it's pretty slim, I'd say.
Yeah,
Uh,
especially I mean, like, so where did they find it? Were they digging or was it at the surface?
they did not go into that. I think
Yeah,
I can pull it up. I don't know. In the video, they just kind of were like, we found it in the creek, so I'm assuming it might have washed out on like the shore of
I see.
somewhere.
But yeah,
Um,
that's a very important part. If you do find something, the area you found it in tells an important part of its story.
right.
So,
You can use that to date the age of it and stuff, and find more bones, hopefully.
yeah,
Um,
so like when you just remove all that context from it, it devalues what you found.
right.
So,
That's exactly it. When you find so Native American bones are really common in the United States, especially in the East Coast. There's a lot of just burials all over the place, and whenever you do like a highway extension or like a building project, you have to hire archaeologists to excavate and make sure that there's no important ceremonial bones or Native American bones, anything like that. It's really important. And odds are a lot of people are going to find it on their property,
yeah.
just happenstance. Best thing to do is just probably leave it where it is and call your local government people. I know that sounds suspicious, like it's like agents or anything. No, it's just archaeologists
Yeah,
who
so the black helicopters will come down to make sure that it's
they'll go,
yeah.
whoa, 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 there's Bigfoot family buried here. uh,
I always thought that
yeah,
that was an interesting apologetic from Bigfoot true believers that think that the reason why we don't have any remains is that um,
they
they bury
hide
they
themselves
they
or
bury them,
something.
but wouldn't that make it so that they fossilize more and it preserves the body
Right,
more? Because
makes another problem.
yeah, because scavengers wouldn't find them then, so we'd have more intact skeletons.
Right.
At least I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know.
it's like a I think it's a more of a dodging the question kind of thing where it's like, oh, they just hide them. They're really good at hiding. They
Yeah.
use like evidence of like bears going to like holes and stuff when they feel sick and
Okay,
dying in like holes.
so we'll
But like,
find Bigfoot holes then.
right, it's like a moving the goalposts. That's what it's
Yeah,
like.
because you're basically saying that there are evidences of things we do know happening, therefore that there's a explanation for not having evidence. It's like, okay, but
Right.
if this kind of phenomena creates, these impressions, we should have those impressions, at least to some degree.
Yeah, yeah. With this finger bone that was discovered, um, I'm hoping that these guys, if they really are feeling like it's Bigfoot bone, they could test the DNA, and we could use that. That
Oh,
might
that'd
be
be
pretty good.
fantastic.
Yeah, there's a
That'd
lot
be
of there's always like a Bigfoot DNA story coming out,
yeah, always.
and you never hear the end of it. You never hear like the, oh yeah, well it was just a mistake. You don't really
Yeah,
hear that.
the only one that I remember like explicitly hearing the end of was when the people found this suit and it was like
Oh
full of
yeah,
dead animals.
I remember that. The pig, it was like a monkey suit with like a pig stuffed in it.
Yeah, because I think the ending of that was, like, more incredible than the beginning, so that's why
Yeah,
you're
it was
saying
like that these guys were like, I don't know, we got arrested or something like that. I don't know.
Ah,
I'll have to look up that
ridiculous.
story. It was a weird story.
Foolish behavior is what that is. So, we did see a movie this